guys, it's Izzy here with the 10th reading vlog of the year. My voice is fine, I just have Tums in my mouth. I knew I was supposed to start the vlog, but I didn't think when I put the tongue in my mouth, so yeah. But I am about to get to reading for the day. I hope you guys had a happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. It is March 18th now at 12:42 p.m. I'm gonna start the day with Celtic Tales. So I have finished the first section on tricksters. Now we're on a section about the sea. So this is a very short section. It's only 3 stories. And this is just a collection of stories, fairy tales, all from Ireland, Scotland, Brittany, and Wales. And this is illustrated by Kate Forrester. So I've been reading this as my short story collection because Celtic, St. Patrick's Day, wanted to, you know, fit in with that vibe. And I have been enjoying it. I love the illustrations and everything that are included. But I will update y'all when we get into War and Peace later. Finished reading War and Peace for the day. So yeah, the last vlog, I was like yesterday, no, it was the last vlog. I was very hard on myself about not being able to read as much as I wanted to in a day with War and Peace because it is so dense. But now I saw on Goodreads, I'm 11 books ahead of schedule, at least when I checked last night. So I'm like, why am I stressing if I'm this far ahead of schedule? I don't need to be stressed about it. So we're just going with the flow now. And I do feel like that is making my experience better. It's still like a 3-star because I do like the characters. I like the setting. Sorry, I'm looking out the window, but the writing is dense and the plot I'm not really gripped by completely. It's just like, yeah, this is what they do every day, their day-to-day life. So it is like a 3-star. Yeah. While I was just chilling at home because I've been home alone like all day, which is not normal for a Saturday. So I've just been dealing with myself, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of anxious and I'm trying to just combat that. Yeah, so I read the first section of Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid because y'all know I've been watching Daisy Jones and the Six and loving it. The episodes that came out on Friday, episode 8 was everything. That is everything I wanted. So I was super happy about it. And so I wanted to read the Taylor Jenkins Reid book that is set like in that same universe. The only one that I haven't read. So I wanted to get into that. So but I was like, we will read it after I read A History of Wild Places because I'm going to be finishing that book in this vlog. So I was like, I don't need to just jump into a book and be reading 5 books at once. That's not happening. But I did read the first section, and as I said, I really wanted to dive in, but I'm not going to do that. But there is another book, the one about an affair. I don't remember the name, except it has a affair in the title, and it has like a swimming pool on the cover. Apparently that is set in the same universe. There's Easter eggs in it. I don't know exactly like what kind of Easter eggs. Like, I don't know if it's to Evelyn Hugo, Daisy Jones, Malibu Rising, whatever. I don't know. But I did see that there are Easter eggs there, so I am intrigued. I need to buy that book. I see it at Target a lot, and I'm like, I'm really tempted to buy it now, even though I've already bought as many books as I'm allowed to buy in a month. So like, if somebody could buy me that, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I saw where I did not know this whole time. I was like, so is Daisy Jones in the same universe as Evelyn Hugo and Malibu Rising? Because I had not been able to find any connections. I could not find it anywhere on the internet. Literally, I read Malibu Rising, love Malibu Rising. That was a 5 out of 5 stars. And there is reference to Daisy Jones and the Six in that book. I don't know, that's a spoiler. If it is, I'm sorry. But I'm not going to say like what kind of reference, just there are Easter eggs. And I did not know that. Like, I didn't realize it when I read it. So I don't think it like explicitly says, but like if you have read the 2 books, then you will like pick up on it. But it had been a year in between reading both of those. But yeah, so I'm gonna go make dinner now. I am extremely hungry. I've been having acid reflux like all afternoon. So hopefully eating something, I'm eating something bland anyway, like bread and rice. That sounds so sad, but I mean, I won't eat that. It's not because, like, I was eating that regardless of acid reflux. But I'm going to go cook all that now, and I will check back in with y'all at 9 when we get into a history of wild places. I'm going to begin into a history of wild places by Shay Earnshaw a little bit early tonight, just because, as I said, I have nothing to do. I had my dinner, and I'm gonna have my dessert in about 30 minutes. A little less than that, actually, more like 25. But I do want to tell y'all what A History of Wild Places is about. So there is an author, Maggie St. James. She's like a children's author. She goes missing. So then we have Travis. Yeah, that's his name. So Travis has a special gift that he can touch something and see like the past of that item, basically. So he gets hired by a lot of families of missing people, that kind of thing, to help try to find their family members. So that is what happens in this case, and he ends up going missing as well. So then we go a few years into the future, and we have Theo, Calla, and B. So they all live on this commune that has not really messed with the outside world in like 10 years. Or I think it, that might be wrong. Sorry, I'm bad with numbers. So they have that. They think there's disease outside their commune and all of this stuff. So that's where they think that Maggie St. James and Travis are. And it's just all unraveling. But I am really enjoying this book. I'll talk about my thoughts and all after I finish reading it for the day, but I did want to tell y'all what this book is about. What happened is, so I'm done reading in A History of Wild Places. Yeah, so let's talk, or I'm done reading for the day, not finishing the book. Let's talk characters. So our main thing are the people in the commune, and I just find that super interesting being on a commune, like, and being locked away essentially from the outside world. So I like Theo and B. Calla's story is picking up, but she hasn't been my favorite. Atmosphere, again, I think a commune setting is really cool. Writing, I have enjoyed the writing, and plot, I think this plot is very fascinating. It's like a 4-star. I'm loving it, but not a new favorite so far. I'm going to begin into World Without End by Can Follett Later. This is my ebook pick. This is basically slice of life in the 1300s, and oh my gosh, I totally forgot to take off the tag of the sweater I'm wearing. I am feeling it right now. But World Without End is slice of life 1300s. We have characters from all walks of life, like nobility, then like the merchant class and peasants, and just them going about their lives. It's very slice of life, and it is like a 3-star. I do think the first book in the series, The Pillars of the Earth, is better, and that is common opinion. So there is whatever day today was, Saturday. I'll see y'all sometime. And a happy Sunday. Hope you all have had a good weekend so far. It's been an okay weekend. I told y'all how I was like really anxious yesterday, but today I do feel a lot better. Just being around people and all of that, I have felt pretty good today. I went to the grocery store. I go to my grandma's house every Sunday. Then I went to the grocery store and I forgot to get like cookie dough. I like to have at least one thing of sweets in the house, because sometimes you just want a little bit of sugar. I have tried to cut back on sweets, so I used to buy a ton, so now I only buy like one. But I did get ice cream because I do eat ice cream every single day, which I always like brush my teeth right after I have my ice cream because that's the last thing I eat in a day. But I forgot to get cookie dough, so we're gonna be dealing with more savory, I'm not sure how to say that, treats this week, which is fine. It's gonna be okay. And then we go to Target on Wednesday, so we might have some sweet treats from there. But I don't read my short story collections on Sunday because on Sunday mornings is just when I'm busy. That's like my busiest morning time of the week. I know, Sunday and Monday, those are my days. So I'm going to begin into War and Peace here. I usually wouldn't read my TBR pick on weekends, but since technically on my March TBR I am behind, but on a yearly scale I'm not really behind. But since this is such a long book, I just have to designate more time for it than I usually would. So that is why I am reading on weekends. And it is 4 o'clock right now because, again, we are an hour later just because I am so busy on Sundays. But I did want to let y'all know we are about to get into War and Peace. I don't know what page I'm on or anything, but page number doesn't really matter for these classics because there are so many editions of the one book. And yeah. But I need to talk about this book with my grandma because she read this book like very long ago. That's kind of interesting to think about when she read it back, I think she was in college. So just think in the 1950s reading a Russian book, just because we know the Cold War was happening. I wonder how it was seen to be reading a Russian book, even though, I mean, I know this is a classic, but still I just think that would be kind of interesting to see what people thought of it back then. She still has her edition from when she originally read it. She did give me another Russian book that is like a short story Russian collection, so I actually do need to look at those. Yeah, she gave me a lot of her old books. I need to talk to her about War and Peace. But I am going to play Sims as I listen to the audiobook, because y'all know I game on weekends and I've just been really into Sims lately. We're about to get into a history of wild places. I would have liked to have more reading time for it today, but that's just not how it worked out. So I'm only gonna get about 30 minutes of reading time with a history of wild places. I don't know if I should do these like daily updates, because like when I've been reading these books forever, I don't really have new thoughts. Just that I love this. That's all. That's all I have to tell you of it. I'm gonna go read now. Okay, so I actually do have stuff to say. So I read 28 pages in here, so I'm at 69%. But I do want to tell you just something I've noticed with this book that is kind of interesting. So who is it published by, first off? Artiga Books, which I have heard of. I could be totally butchering how to say that. But there's been two typos that I have picked up on. So it was saying North Dakota, and if you don't know, North and Dakota are supposed to be capitalized, but only Dakota was. And then another one is, it said, I take not screenshots, I take pictures every time. So it said several women instead of several women. So just, those are like extremely minor typos, but you notice them. So I don't know if, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's just in the book of the month editions, or if it's in every edition, but hopefully Shay Earnshaw gets a better editor, because you don't want errors. Nobody wants errors. So I'm not reading any of my ebook today. I don't do that on Sundays. So I'm going to take my bath and then edit this vlog, and then I started a show on Amazon, and it's just kind of a filler show while I try to find other stuff, but it's called Bridge and Tunnel, something like that. That is set in our own, I don't know, on Long Island in the early 80s, maybe like 1980, I don't know, but it's about these people who like just graduated college and are figuring out life, which is relatable because that's like how old I am. And yeah. And the music has been good, and I love a New York setting, like a suburban setting in the 80s. I don't know why, I just think that's a perfect setting, and that is what I'm watching. But I'm not saying I recommend it or anything. It's fine. It's, as I said, it's just filler content for me. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. And happy Monday. It is technically the first day of spring if you want to go by that version. We know I do a different version where I do like the 1st of March, but I know a lot of people probably do it the other way. So I'm wearing a vintage mini dress today with a cardigan that my friend picked out for me, and it's really comfy. But it did snow today. Just flurries, but still kind of funny that our first snow of the season is on the first day of spring. Very rare, and I was not up to see that because it was in the early hours of the day. I was gonna go to Chick-fil-A. Well, I am going to Chick-fil-A. I don't know which location I'm going to, because there was a wreck in the drive-thru. A car ran through a stoplight. They didn't stop at a stop sign, ended up in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, flipped on top of somebody. I'm like, how does that happen? They had to be going like 100 miles per hour. It's amazing they didn't hit the building, like, but I guess hitting a car is enough of a buffer. But that would be insane. I'd be so mad if I was the person in the drive, like who was in the car that got hit. Like, I'd be mad. But I am gonna go out and get food in a little bit. I have listened to War and Peace today. I have read Celtic Tales, so nothing new there except War and Peace. This book would have been a lot better if it was half the size that it is, maybe even less than that. But yeah, or more than that, I don't know. But I did want to update y'all. Okay guys, I just read 26 pages in A History of Wild Places, and honestly I'm shook. I'm like, is this a simulation? Is this mind control? What is happening? Kind of scared. I'm like, oh, Fred just walked in. But I'm like, what is this? Like, I am worried for these people. So, very concerning what's happening here. I don't know what's happening, and that's concerning, but I'm 76% of the way through. Hello? Hello? Look at the camera. Cute. But I am going to take my, not shower, take my bath and get all this makeup off. Then edit this week's sit down video and listen to the Ken Follett book at the same time and get to like 60% an hour, I think is where I'm at. He's getting on my head. Ow, ow, pulling my hair. Thanks. Oh. Show them how you rub my head. Or not. You don't have to, but I mean, it would be cute. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? No, he's like, I'm just gonna relax here. Okay, Fred. I'll see y'all later. Guys, it's Tuesday. I haven't really updated y'all, but I just finished reading War and Peace for the day. I read 37 pages in there. I don't know how many hours that is in the audiobook, but I am on track to finish this week. I've read 63% of the book. So I should be finishing in the next few days. Will it be on this vlog? I don't know, because I am going to be busy at the end of the week, which is usually the reverse. I'm usually busy at the start of the week, but this week I'm going to be busy towards the end. Well, last week I was kind of busy in the middle, so it's been just hectic. But I think this is probably might be the last week where I'm like really busy until like a long time, but I don't know that for a fact, so we're not going to say for a fact. But I did want to say on Sunday, I didn't, how I told you I was gonna watch The Bridge and Tunnel, I ended up rewatching episode 8 of Daisy Jones and the Six for the third time. Yeah, so I've been talking with my friends about doing a potential Taylor Jenkins Reid book club where we reread the books, and then some of us haven't read some of her books. Like I haven't read Carrie Soto, which is, I think that would be the last book, because doing it in chronological order. But there are some of her novellas and other books I didn't realize were set in the same universe, so it might be a little different. I'm watching people. No, somebody just walked into their backyard and I was like, what is that? Who is that? So, but yeah, potential book club that I could be doing in April and for the rest of however many months that would be, because it would be monthly ones, because I'm so disrespectful with Buddy Reed. Sorry, Shiver. So it's like, I read really fast, so we're doing a month-long thing because I know some people can't, I like it, yeah. So like everybody has different reading speeds, so I think a month would be a good amount of time for like a 300-page book. So are you guys in any book clubs? Let me know. And if I do this, I will talk about it on here. So like if you guys would like to tag along and do it with me and my friends, feel free. So just want to let y'all know all that, but it is 7 o'clock and I have a hockey game to watch. I'm wearing a Knicks shirt, which is kind of bad because the game is against the Rangers and I don't like the Rangers, but the correlation is the Rangers and the Knicks both play at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, so I am going to go have dinner and watch the game. One thing that I totally want to say, do y'all ever have a number keeps appearing for some reason? Because I have my set angel numbers, which are 729, which, yeah, I only see that time. But I've recently had another number, which is not like a time number or like a 3 number, it's a double-digit number. It's really been showing up in my reading, and I'm like, why do I keep seeing this number? Like, do y'all have theories of what that means? If you keep seeing a number, does it mean anything? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up what this number means because I'm like, why does it keep showing up in my life? What does this mean? Yeah. So, good game at Madison Square Garden. I don't really like the setup, but it is like a 50, the current building they're in is over 50 years old, so it's just an old arena when the one I go to is like 20 something. But I read 34 pages in A History of Wild Places, so I think I'm going to be able to finish this tomorrow, hopefully, because I want to know what happens. I mean, it's a thriller mystery kind of thing. You want to know what happens, and that's always great because well-written thrillers make you want to know what's happening, when poorly written ones, you're just like, oh, I don't really care. But this one I do really want to know what happened. So I will be getting into World Without End tonight. I want to get to 65%. And yeah, so I do need to edit some of this vlog after I take my bath, but I'll be doing that while I listen to World Without End. Yeah, with the ebook, you can, if you have, because Amazon owns Kindle and Audible, so like you can have one, like you can have the audiobook and download the Kindle and that kind of thing. So that is what I do with some of them, because some of these are like really dense and my glasses, there's a scratch on it. But some, like Ken Follett, he's a very dense writer, I'm not going to lie. So sometimes I do listen, and then some nights I do actually read it. So it just depends what mood I'm in, but I am going to listen tonight since I do have to edit. But I will see y'all later. I'm home from Target. I look like a gutter rat or something because I'm soaked because it was pouring down rain. I had a vest on, but like a puffy vest, you know, that's supposed to keep you warm. My hands are so cold. I need to paint my nails tonight, but I did want to show y'all what I got. So I got a dog brush. I don't know if this is exactly what I need. So Delilah is like shedding, and I told you I was like coming on clumps, which I saw is normal for labs, and she's part lab. And the things that I saw that said for shedding were for long hair dogs, and she's not really that long of hair. So I was like, I'm scared that it would like cut her or something. So this is not sharp. Y'all can see it's like a normal human hairbrush kind of thing. So, okay, yeah, it says brush, de-shed, detangle. So hopefully this works on it. If it doesn't, I'll just keep moving up and seeing what works best. So then I got this little rabbit because Easter is coming up. I don't even know when Easter is. I really need to see so I can put out my Easter decorations. But I thought it was super cute and just put a little Easter egg in there. And then I got these really interesting jeans. Did I need them? No, but they were very unique and I was like, I am fascinated. So this is the front. It's like runched or whatever in the middle. And the top, like, look at that. And the zipper is on the side, which, let me move the tags. I've never seen anything like that. And they were only $28, which I know to some people that might be a lot, but for jeans, that is pretty good because most stores are like $50, so I will take like half off. But I am going to get into PJs and I'm a loser. But gonna put on my Carolina sweatshirt because, as I said, I am cold. I'm about to eat some bagel bites because like comfort food when you're cold is super nice. I really want vegetable soup, but I did not see any at Target. Like, that's so weird that they didn't have any, but I might have some in the cabinet somewhere, but that will be for later. I have read today and War and Peace, and I plan on reading them. And I read Celtic Tales. We are on the quest section now, which was pretty cool. It's a story from Brittany, and yeah, about people going on quest. And I didn't know how I'd feel about them, but I liked the first story. So, and then I do plan on finishing A History of Wild Places tonight, which I'm super excited about, but I'm gonna go change. I got done reading War and Peace, no new updates there, but we are about to get into A History of Wild Places, and I totally almost just tripped. I've been really clumsy this week. I don't know why, but we're gonna get into A History of Wild Places and hopefully finish it. I don't know how many pages I have left. I mean, I think it's less than 50, so definitely doable to finish tonight because I don't read my ebook on Wednesdays, as y'all know, but I don't even think I'm gonna watch any shows or anything. I'm freezing because I was already cold and I had ice cream, so I'm cold. But we are going to try to finish this. I really want to know what happened, so I am super excited to begin into A History of Wild Places. Okay guys, so I finished A History of Wild Places. So for like a Goodreads rating, it's a 4-star. For a Storygraph rating, it's a 4.5. I loved it, but it's not a new favorite. So let's go down the list of things that we talked about when reading books. So characters, we have 2 timelines here. So for our first like little timeline, we don't get that much information to connect, so I didn't really care about that. But then when we get to our main timeline in the story, which is like 5 years roughly after that first timeline, I really like that one a lot better, those characters a lot better. Kala's the only one that I really didn't connect with, but I did like reading from the other 2. The atmosphere, I thought like the commune cult kind of setting was pretty cool, and seeing how characters still living in that and knowing that there is an outside world, but thinking that outside world is like a terrible place and all of that. I can't imagine living like that. The writing was fast paced and lyrical, but there were still typos that could have not been there. So I just think it needed better editing. And then plot, again, I think this plot's super intriguing of somebody being missing, somebody goes searching for that person, they go missing, and then what this life in a commune is like. But I didn't really like the ending. Like, it wasn't bad because I've seen a lot of people hate the ending. I just have some questions about how it got to that. And yeah, I didn't like the ending, but I didn't hate it. So it is a 4-star. I did love this book, but it is not a new favorite, but I still highly recommend it. But I'm going to be ending the vlog here. So I do know this is going to be a little shorter of a vlog. It's just I'm going to be really busy towards the end of the week, and I want to get a vlog out on time rather than postponing a vlog for you guys. So it's just going to be a little shorter than usual. And I don't think anybody minds a vlog being shorter. Maybe y'all do. I don't know. Do y'all prefer long vlogs, short vlogs? I try to do around 40 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes, because that's like the same length as a TV show time. So I feel like that's a pretty decent time to do. But I read 102 pages a day. I hope you guys had a good day and a good week. If you made it all the way through the video, leave a tree emoji in the comments below. But as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!